everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Mary if you're new here. Today I'm going to be cooking the creamy Parmesan garlic mushroom chicken over pasta. If you want this recipe, you can search it on the recipecritic.com. I will try to find this and link it down below in my description box if you want the recipe. I did print this out in 2018, so I don't know if it's still there or not. But this is the recipe if you can read it, if it's not blurry or whatever. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we have here is some olive oil. I'm just going to coat my cooking pan with some olive oil. Just going to guess the amount here. Alright, so I'm just going to make sure it gets covered throughout the whole bottom. Okay, so this is my chicken breast I had frozen since December. But because I get the chicken breast from Sam's Club and I just break it up into smaller Ziploc bags. So I need 4 chicken breasts, and this is perfect because this is 4 of them right here. I'm going to go ahead and slice them in half because I need them thinly sliced, the recipe calls for. So that is what we're going to go ahead and try to do. I hope you can see me with this camera angle. I can't really change it right now because my hands are full of chicken meat. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of that little nasty part. Like chicken, all meat really grosses me out, so any little nasty pieces I see, I'm going to cut it off. Sometimes I'll just cook that separately for my dog. Sometimes I'll just throw it away. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the pot over here. See this little piece right there that grosses me out? I'm going to cut that off. Alright, that one's fine. Okay, this one got really thin, but that one is not so thin. This little piece of fat right here, I'm going to cut that off right there. You know, I have to wear like these kitchen gloves when I fool with any kind of meat because I just don't like the feel of meat or have it underneath my skin. I mean, not my skin, underneath my nails. So, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can do this one a little better. Trouble here. I should have, if I would have known this is the recipe I was going to do, I would have bought this already thinly sliced, but I just, you know, I buy it at Sam's Club, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with the chicken when I buy it. I just know I'm going to put it up in my freezer, so I have it for when, you know, to have something to cook. Whether I'm following a recipe or not, like, I can always just cook this over the stove with some seasoning, make some sides. You know, at least I have it stocked up in my freezer, you know. Alright, that's going to be like little pieces. This one's kind of long. I'm just going to cut it in half like that. Okay, I'm going to try to move this with my arms and not my hands. Oh my goodness, I don't want to touch my camera with this nasty chicken on it. Alright, so anyways, it's in pot. My pot's not turned on yet, but I do have the olive oil in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and coat it real quick before I turn the stove on. And yeah, and then we're going to just go ahead and cook this until it's thoroughly cooked, and we will. Okay, so I'm just, you know, coating all the sides of the chicken with this olive oil. Okay, so we got that taken care of. I can go ahead and take these gloves off, throw those away. Alright, so that is my 4 chicken breasts thinly sliced. We're going to go ahead and turn the stove on here. Oh, what in the world? Okay, well, I don't think we're going to use that burner. That's probably from when I cleaned it. It must have some products stuck in there or something. Okay, that one's a little bit better. There we go. Let me move this cardboard box. All right, so we're gonna get that cooking and I'll be right back. The recipe calls for 2 garlic cloves minced. I'm trying to do that as best as I can. Please do not pay too much attention to my chopping skills here. I am no professional by any means, so please bear with me. I need to eventually find some kind of like a little kitchen gadget or tool to get my garlic minced really good without putting in too much work. Some kind of little gadget tool. I'm sure there's something out there. So that will be on my list to look for something like that. Okay, so I'm just trying to prepare all my other ingredients for when this chicken is done cooking. My dog is in the background barking. I need to have 1 cup of spinach chopped, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to measure 1 cup of spinach. This is washed and ready to eat. I don't know, is that like 1 cup? How do you measure 1 cup of spinach? I kind of do like a lot of spinach, and it's going to really like wither away in the heat. So we will start off with this. I need to go ahead and cut this up now. Okay, so I have my meat thermometer here. I need to make sure this chicken is at least 165 for it to be thoroughly cooked, and we can move on to the next step. I tried, as you can see, I did break it into smaller pieces. I don't want to wait, y'all. Look at the time. It's 8:44 at night. This is going to be like a late night dinner. And also, I mean, if we're not hungry by the time this is done, we'll just have it for lunch or dinner tomorrow. We always enjoy leftovers, so we don't have to worry about the next meal, you know? So I'm going to cook this for another minute. Then I'm going to transfer this to a plate. All right, I guess I can try to go ahead and start chopping up some of the spinach here. My goodness. Got my knife. I'll just take the garlic off of it. Okay, let's see. How shall we do this? I'm just going to chop it up any old way. It's going to shrink a lot anyways once it gets in a hot pan. So, it doesn't have to be perfect. I might even add more depending on how it looks once I put this in. I do like to have a lot of spinach in my pasta. It's just going to wither away into nothing. It's going to look like this big bunch of it is going to be like this itty bitty once it's cooked. All right, let me go ahead and leave this alone. I need to go ahead and get a plate and transfer this chicken to a plate now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove the chicken. Oh, I need to turn this fire down. Hush, Roxy. This is a lot of chicken. I probably can give my dog some. I probably will cut her up a piece and let it cool off and let her have a little snack before I do anything else with this chicken. So if I don't forget, I will do that. It doesn't say to add more olive oil, but I'm going to add just a drop because now I'm going to put these mushrooms in. So I did wash all my mushrooms. This is 8 ounces of mushrooms. Okay, so the recipe says put the chicken in a plate, set aside. Now I'm going to add the sliced mushrooms and cook for a few minutes until it's tender. And then I'm going to remove and set that aside. So we are right here. Mushrooms until tender, remove and set aside. Then we're gonna go ahead and make our sauce. So to make the sauce, we're gonna add butter and melt it, then add garlic and cook until tender. Whisk in 1 tablespoon of flour until it thickens. Add in chicken broth. So yeah, that's our next steps. Let me see if I can try to get this this recipe clear for you guys. If you're interested, you can always take a screenshot and use this recipe yourself if you're interested. And like I said, this is where I found the recipe at right here, therecipecritic.com. Yeah, I printed this out in 2018. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put these mushrooms into a bowl. I guess they are tender enough. And like I said, that was 8 ounces of mushrooms. We used 4 chicken breasts, sliced thinly in half. Oh, before I forget, I need to get my dog a piece of this chicken separated so I can slice this up for her a little snack. Okay, so now we're gonna make the sauce. I have 1/4 cup of butter right here. Actually, it's a little bit more than 1/4 cup, but I'm not gonna save that little bit. We're just gonna go ahead and use it. So we're gonna throw that in there and get that melted. Also over here, you know what, I'm gonna move this because, let's get all that over. I'm gonna put this right here and try to get my water to start boiling for the pasta. So I have that on, we're gonna have that boil, and then I'm gonna put those noodles in. You can use any kind of pasta you want. I just have normal plain spaghetti noodles, 1 pound of that. So that can start cooking because we don't wanna get done with this and then be waiting on the pasta to eat, you know? So that is just what we're doing right now. I'm waiting for this to melt. And then once this is melted, we can kind of break up the bottom of this pan, get all that nice, good, juicy, burnt on flavors up. Yeah, so we're gonna try to clean the bottom of this pan as we do that, as this butter melts. It'll just scrape up very nice and easily. It'll just add that extra yummy flavor to it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that finish melting. Okay, so I just increased my heat on here a little bit more because I forgot I had turned the fire down. And yeah, so that butter is melted. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our minced garlic into here. Let that simmer for a little bit. I love garlic, y'all. Look, on my weekly meal plan for this week, I have 3 recipes that call for garlic. At the end of this video, I will show you guys my weekly meal plan so you know what other videos that I might do and you can expect, like, you know, cook with me's. Okay, so now I'm just going to put in 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Yeah, it's kind of like making a roux almost, similar to what I do when I make a gumbo. But yeah, so I'm just going to whisk in that 1 tablespoon of flour, get all that stirred really good. Try to get some of those scrapings off the bottom of that pan that's kind of like burnt on there. That will add some flavor, and no, it did not taste burnt. So I'm going to remove it from the heat because it's kind of overheating a little bit. You don't want to burn it. Alright, there goes my chicken broth. I'm going to stir that in really well. I hope to God I did not burn this. I should have had my other ingredients ready, but I just was not. I hope it's this color just because of the mushrooms and the chicken, you know. Oh my goodness. But I did remove it from the heat for a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to add a whole cup of the half and half. So we're going to do that. Oh, please don't spill or tip over. All right. Y'all, I hope this is, I'm getting worried because I hope I did not burn this, what do you call it, like the roux, the sauce. All right, so I'm whisking in a half a cup of chicken broth, 1 cup of some kind of heavy cream. You can do heavy cream or half and half. I did half and half. And now I need to get my Parmesan cheese. It needs a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Okay, so we have that. I put that back on the fire on low. I just hope I did not burn it. Okay, so now we have, I'm trying to look at the recipe. So now I need a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to go ahead and add that. You know, I'm kind of worried now. I hope this is not going to taste burnt. And now I'm filming from my iPhone because I ran out of storage memory on my camera. I was filming on the Sony ZV-1F. Now I'm filming on my iPhone 13 mini. So if you notice any kind of difference, probably like a minor difference, that's why. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and get my seasonings. Okay, so we have a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, we have 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and a half a teaspoon of salt. Is this gonna really be enough sauce for this recipe? I don't know, y'all. I hope this works out because I really don't remember the last time I cooked this. It smells good. Okay. Now the recipe says add the spinach and let it simmer until it starts to thicken and spinach wilts. Then we're gonna add the chicken and mushrooms back to the sauce. So let's go ahead and add the spinach. I have like a mess right here, y'all. A serious mess. And I'm using my other hand to hold this iPhone because my tripod I was using is hooked up to so much stuff right now. Like I can't take the time to fool with it because then I would definitely be burning stuff here. All right, this is the half and half I used. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. This is the chicken broth I used. And now we're gonna just let this simmer. And then we're gonna add this back into the pan. I'm waiting for this to boil. That's gonna be for the pasta noodles. See, that spinach went down a lot. But I think I'm just gonna keep it like that because I'm using one hand now, holding the camera with the other. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the mushrooms back in there. And I'm going to put the chicken back in as well. Go ahead and toss it. I can't wait to try this. I should have put the boiling water on sooner. It's finally starting to boil. So we're gonna get that taken care of in a little bit. Oh yeah, this looks good. I cannot wait to try this. Y'all, it's 9:07 p.m. at night too, by the way. So I seriously doubt we're gonna eat a lot of this tonight, but there is plenty for leftovers tomorrow to munch on. Yeah, I probably should have made more sauce. I really should have made more sauce. I should have doubled the recipe for sauce. Oh man, what should I do? I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, so I added a little bit of salt. I just broke my pasta noodles in half, and we're gonna go ahead and let this cook here. Hopefully it won't take too long. I'm getting hungry. Then I have this on like the lowest heat, and I might just turn this off in just a little bit. Okay, so once the noodles is drained, I'm gonna go ahead and make a plate and show you guys the final result. Okay, so the pasta is done. The chicken, what is this? Creamy Parmesan garlic mushroom chicken is done. See, I had my recipe laminated and I shouldn't have done that until like I put my personal notes on the recipe. So note to self for future reference, do not laminate it until after I do the recipe and I put notes. Like for this, I would have done not double the chicken, but double the sauce. Yeah, so if you're doing this and you have the same amount of chicken that would feed your family, which is the 4 chicken breasts thinly sliced, you might want more sauce. You know, just let you know before you go shopping for the ingredients and everything, you might want to double or maybe even triple your sauce, because look, there's barely any sauce in here, but maybe it's supposed to be like that. You know, I'm not really sure. Okay, I have enough chicken in my plate. I want more sauce and mushrooms. Yeah, so the next time I make this, I think I'm gonna triple the sauce, double the mushrooms, and double the spinach. But yeah, this is plenty of leftovers for either lunch or dinner tomorrow night too. So yeah, there you have it. That is my creamy Parmesan garlic mushroom chicken over pasta noodles. Finish time 9:23 at night. The finish time is 9:23 at night. I don't know if I said the start time, which I should have done. I really should have done it. So yeah, this is dinner for tonight. I did already sneak a little bite as I was waiting for everything to get done, and it is really good. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite right now. Delicious, delicious. Okay, so this is a good recipe because I printed the recipe out in 2018. It is good. I do like it, but like I said, double or triple the sauce. Okay, so over here is the weekly meal plan I was talking about. Like, I have garlic for 3 of the recipes for this week. So I just like to do this just to have ideas. I got the ingredients for everything here. Lunch ideas, easy quick lunch ideas, and dessert. Oh my goodness, I wanted to do the cheesecake dessert. I forgot about that. That might be in a different video, another video that we're gonna do for another weeknight dinner recipe. So tonight was the creamy garlic Parmesan garlic mushroom chicken that I got to scratch off. That is done. So if you like this type of content and you want to see the other recipes, we have egg roll bowls, slow cooker honey garlic chicken one night, and garlic butter herb steak bites with potatoes. That is my next dinner meals that I will be cooking up throughout the week. So if you like this type of content, please go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, so if you like this type of content, please go ahead and subscribe and turn on your bell notification so you're notified every time I upload. I will have more cook with me videos, like I said, and you already know what they're going to be because they're on my weekly meal plan, like I just showed you guys. Before this, I posted a kitchen clean with me. So if you like those types of videos, if you like different types of vlogs, mother-daughter vlogs, I am a single mom. I have one daughter. She's 13 years old. So I have a teenager now. So anything pertaining to mom life at all, and even like fun outings and stuff like that, I will vlog those. And yeah, I just, you know, I want to save those memories for us to look back on, but also have a YouTube channel that maybe it can go somewhere and eventually be monetized. So I'm hoping to get monetized. Please get me to 1,000 subscribers. I would really truly appreciate it. This is a single mom over here. Any little bit can help. So please subscribe, like, and comment. All right, I'm gonna go eat this. I'm gonna fix my daughter a plate. She might already be asleep. I don't know. But yeah, so y'all take care and have a good night.